What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're going to be doing a new look Houston Rockets rebuild today. It's no secret that the Houston Rockets are obviously kind of in a rebuild after having to trade Russell Westbrook and James Harden last offseason. So today we're going to try to prolong this rebuild even more and try to help this team be a contender by the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button or subscribe if you haven't already. We're on the road to 20,000 subs, and your guys' subscription would be greatly appreciated. Other than that, man, let's go ahead and jump in this new look Houston Rockets rebuild today. The roster, we have a roster of Christian Wood, John Wall, Jalen Green, Eric Gordon, Jae'Sean Tate, Kevin Porter Jr., Daniel Tice, Daniel House, David Nwaba, Kenyon Martin Jr., Alperen Sengun, DJ Augustine, Usman Garuba, Josh Christopher, Armani Brooks, Anthony Lamb, and that's it. So this Rockets team obviously has a very fun backcourt for the future with Kevin Porter Jr. and Jalen Green. I'm excited to see how those two coexist. And then they still have Christian Wood down low. They decided not to take Evan Mobley, and they went Jalen Green, which I like. And then of course John Wall, I'm not really sure what's going to happen with him. I imagine eventually he will probably get bought out in this situation. His contract is just bad. I don't think anybody's going to want to take on his contract. So and obviously he kind of got injured last year as well. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen with him, if the Houston Rockets are going to start him or use him off the bench. I'm definitely curious to see how it's going to go. I imagine what's going to happen is he's going to play for like half the season, and then towards the trade deadline, the Rockets might like sit him out a little bit to attempt to trade him. I don't know if they're going to be able to. Like I said, I could see this, you know, kind of being like a Kemba Walker situation where this next offseason he gets bought out, and who knows, maybe this offseason he gets bought out. But he does have 3 years remaining, so he would have to kind of surrender some money, but nothing has happened just yet. So other than that, Eric Gordon is still another guy that we'd like to trade away as well, but he's on a big contract, so that's going to be a little tough. But looking at the starting five as of right now, you have Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green, Jae'Sean Tate, Christian Wood, and Alperen Sengun. So I'm actually cool with that. We got John Wall as a 6th man, Eric Gordon as a 7th man, Daniel Tice, and David Nwaba, and then Daniel House. So I'm actually cool with all this. That works for me. I know Christopher and Armani Brooks are two guys I definitely want to get in the rotation eventually. Once we get rid of John Wall and Eric Gordon in this video, we definitely will. But for this first season, I'm not going to do anything. The only thing I am going to do is have some shot tendencies, which actually they have John Wall's at a 90. Young Green's at an 83, and then Kevin Porter Jr. was the guy I kind of wanted to mess with because Kevin Porter Jr. and Jalen Green are kind of our backcourt of the future. So we're going to go ahead and boost theirs up a lot as well. And then Christian Wood, as much as I do like it being high, I'm going to boost it down just a little bit to like, I guess, an 86. So we're going to go ahead, though, so with this first season without me doing anything. I kind of just want to see how this Rockets team is going to do. And then obviously eventually in the offseason, we're going to try to attempt to get rid of John Wall and Eric Gordon. As this team is rebuilding, we actually made the postseason as a 6th seed. Giannis is your MVP. LaMelo ends up being your Rookie of the Year. Bobby Porter 6th man, Giannis Defensive Player, John Morant Most Improved, and Quinn Snyder Coach of the Year. So LaMelo wins the Rookie of the Year 2 times in a row. Good for him. Obviously, that's because we're in like first file on 2K. But hey, John Morant, Dame, Giannis, Luka, Jokic, All NBA 2nd team, All NBA 3rd team. And then if we look at all rookie teams, got LaMelo, Evan Mobley, Cade Cunningham, Saban Lee. So yeah, the like 2021, 2022, or 2020 and 2021 draft classes are combined right now. Fortunately, it's just kind of the way it is. But Jalen Green does make an all-rookie 2nd team. And even our center made one as well, so that's good. And like I said, we are the 6th seed out west going up against the Memphis Grizzlies. We went 42-40, which is nice. So 20 points from Jalen Green to be exact. And then 19 from Christian Wood. 16 from Kevin Porter Jr. with 5 assists. And Eric Gordon with 14. John Wall with 12. So, yeah, like I said, these two guys are going to be guys I'm definitely going to be focused on trying to get rid of this offseason. I imagine I can find a way to trade Eric Gordon, who shot at an efficient 45%, so that's valuable somewhere. And then John Wall is someone that, like I said, I don't know how they're going to get rid of him. I assume and predict that it's going to happen via a buyout, just because his contract is going to be very tough to trade for. So kind of like Kemba Walker, it's probably going to be a buyout situation where he has to give some money back if John Wall really wants out of Houston. But we'll see how it goes in real life. Going up against Memphis, though, who has John Morant, Desmond Bane, Brooks, Jaren Jackson, Xavier Tillman, Anderson, Steven Adams, and Brandon Clark. So many current round against Memphis. And actually, we just won the first round of the series. So I'm actually a little shocked by that. We actually won in 5 games. So now we get to play the LA Clippers, who have Kawhi Leonard, who probably just came back from injury, Nicholas Batum, Serge Ibaka, Avika Zubac, Marcus Morris, Terrence Mann, Luke Kennard, Patrick Beverly. So still a very good Clippers team. This definitely could be a tough series, someone in current round, and we have no business winning the series, but somehow we do. We beat them in 7 games, and now we're up against Los Angeles Lakers. There's no way we actually win a championship this year, right? Like, without me doing anything to this team just yet, there's no way we actually just made it to the West Conference Finals. Someone in current, what is happening? What is actually happening right now? Someone in current round against Atlanta. Like, what just happened? How did we win a championship in season number 1 as a 6th seed? 42-40. Jalen Green Finals MVP. Well, that's the rebuild, guys. Hope you guys enjoy it. Obviously, I'm not done yet, but damn, bro. How the hell did we just win a championship in season number 1? That is actually bizarre as hell. Okay, well, obviously that was kind of a fluke. I imagine if I simulated it again, there's no way that's happening. Things just must have went my way. Holy crap, that was weird. All right, well, let's go into the lottery. So I envisioned that we were going to be like a lottery team, but unfortunately we get the 30th pick in the draft now, which is just actually insane. So we'll keep the coaching staff the same, obviously. As far as candidates that are out here, do we have an A? Yes, we do. So we're gonna have to fire you, Byron Barry. I apologize. So coming off a championship season, I have no idea how. I'm gonna still rebuild this team like I was going to, even if we won a championship. I'm not gonna keep the roster the same because, like I said, that was basically a fluke. There's no possible way I can assume that I would do that again. So like I said, I do want to trade Eric Gordon and John Wall this offseason. So I don't know what it would take to get rid of Eric Gordon. We'd probably have to attach our first round pick to maybe get, entice someone to take on his contract. We have Ricky Rubio popping up, 17 million. He would be an expiring contract after the season. If Cleveland wanted a shooter off the bench like Eric Gordon. What else we got? D'Anthony, Duncan Robinson, Buddy Hield as well. Moritz Wagner from the Magic. Dwight Powell, Willie Cauley-Stein, Joe Harris. Okay. Will Barton, Freeman Lamb, and Justin Holiday, and then a first round pick from the Pelicans and Wendy and Gabriel. So this could be like a New Orleans reunion where the Pelicans take on Eric Gordon, who could be a good shooter for them. I guess that could be a thing. Yeah, let's try to do that. So I guess Eric Gordon goes back to New Orleans. Now they don't have to give me anything just because I feel like that's so let's say the Pelicans just took him on, like that's basically all we need him to do. So let's say they gave me like a future second round pick, and then we gave them like the 30th pick in the draft. Not that it really matters, but to get rid of a contract that Eric Gordon, you might have to throw an asset attached to it because there's 3 years left on it. So the Pelicans are doing us a huge favor by taking it on. He is going to be a good shooter for them, but it is just nice to get rid of it. So we'll go ahead and trade Eric Gordon away, and then we'll have John Wall, Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green, Josh Christopher, Amari Brooks, and then right now, okay, so I just wanted to keep looking at what we got as far as our situation is concerned. So the only other thing, like I said, is the John Wall contract, which, like I said, I think this is going to have to end in a buyout situation. So on 2K, there's no particular way to buy someone out. All you have to do is release them, and then they eventually just kind of, go on your salary like a buyout. But I think in real life, John Wall would have to give back some money. In 2K, he's not going to give back any money. In fact, we'll be paying him a hefty bag. So we are going to buy him out just because, like I said, I think that is going to be something that actually happens in real life. So John Wall is gone. So let's go to player options. Kevin Porter Jr. will accept, and then qualifying offers, none. And a free agency, we'll have, let's see, we'll have nobody to really be able to afford. So I think it's probably, to be honest, because of that damn buyout I just did. Because let's see, did it count against me yet? It's not going to show yet. Eric Gordon, we did open a trade exception though with Eric Gordon, so definitely could maybe use that to our advantage. An 18 million trade exception. So looking at it right now, we have DJ Augustine as our veteran backup point guard, but he's going to go down in overall like crazy. So we have Jalen Green, Josh Christopher, Jayshawn Tate, Daniel House, Kenyon Martin Jr., and then David Nwamba. Okay, so and then we have Osman Garuba, Christian Wood, and then, okay, so we're good at the center spot. Small forward, we definitely have some depth, more depth than I would like, but we could definitely play more than one of these guys in the rotation. So I don't think we need to really do anything in free agency. I think we're just going to run it back with kind of the same roster. Now that John Wall and Eric Gordon are gone, we can kind of let these young guys develop even more. So player progression, Jalen Green, Christian Wood, Kevin Porter Jr., Jayshawn Tate. So yeah, I think that's going to be kind of the plan here. Probably run 2 small forwards in the rotation and just kind of let this team progress like crazy. So let's go ahead and load the correct draft class real quick. And I imagine this year we won't be a championship team like we were. That was absolutely insane. So we'll go Jalen Green, untapped potential. Kevin Porter Jr., untapped potential. And we'll throw this last one at probably the center that we have down low. So let's go ahead and look at this power ranking. Power ranking lands at number 9. So they still have very much value in us. So Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green, Jay Sean Tate, Christian Wood, Alperen Sengun, Daniel Tyus, Osman Garuba, Daniel House, and Kenny Martin Jr., David Nwamba, Josh Christopher are not getting 80 minutes yet. I definitely want to see Josh Christopher getting some minutes, so I'm actually going to take Daniel House out of the rotation and put Josh Christopher in there to give him some minutes. So let's go ahead, though, and simulate this second season, see what happens. We are a 4-star proficiency, so I guess we could make something happen this year. As far as shot tendency are concerned, we have Jalen Green, Christian Wood, and Kevin Porter Jr. is all up there. Okay, good. So let's go ahead, simulate season number 2, and let's see what happens this season after we literally just won a championship. Surprise, we're actually really freaking good this season. I was expecting this once again to be a rebuild year, and no, we're the 2nd seed. So I guess last year may not have been a fluke. MVP John Morant, Chet Holmgren, Rookie of the Year, Killian Hayes, 6th man, Jonathan Ives, Defensive Player, Rookie of the or Most Improved goes to Killian Hayes. Coach of the Year goes to David Yeager. I don't know who he's coaching, but congrats to him. Matthew Ash, Executive. So all NBA first team, John Morant, Trey, Giannis, Luka, Jokic. All NBA second team, Jalen Green. Oh my goodness, 88 overall. Man is progressing like crazy in this game. And then all defense first team, all defense second team. So 2nd seed out in the Western Conference. That is definitely very, very impressive. So one thing I do want to show you guys real quick is something I didn't even know that was a thing. I do want to show you guys this real quick. So you guys saw how I released John Wall earlier. So if you ever want to do a buyout in 2K, as you can see, it kind of did buy him out here. It's got $44 million, you know, counting against it this year. And then it like stretched his money over the next 2 years after that. So that's kind of how you do a buyout in 2K, if you didn't know that. And then we still have that trade exception. Hopefully that doesn't expire this offseason, because that might actually be useful to use. So one thing, like I said, I was about to show you is that I didn't even know this was a thing. Jersey sales. I didn't even know this was a thing in 2K. I've never even seen this before. We have a Rocket top in jersey sales. Nope, no top 25 Houston Rocket in jersey sales. That's unfortunate. Well, okay. Let's go ahead and see who we're gonna beat in that, or who we're gonna play in the first round. I'm already saying we're gonna win this series. So let's see what happens going up against Kawhi and Paul George again. So in the current round, we beat this team last year and we did it again. So we beat them in 7 games. And now I get to play the Oklahoma City Thunder, who in their own right are having a little bit of a rebuild, obviously. So Huntley Hatfield, Aleksej Pokusevski. I traded him in the Thunder rebuild, and people were not happy with me, and I apologize. I will never do it again. Josh Giddey, Trey Mann, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Somebody current round against the Thunder, and we beat them in 5. And now we get to play the 8th seeded Denver Nuggets, and Jamal Murray, Dozier, Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, Nikola Jokic, Michael Foster, Jabari Smith, Monte Morris, Nashawn Highland, and Zeke. Do we beat this Nuggets team, go to the NBA Finals again? So many current round. And yeah, we're in the NBA Finals to play the Milwaukee Bucks. Okay. So who's going to stop Giannis? Christian Wood would probably have to guard him. I guess we have Daniel Tyus who can maybe be on him. How big is Osman? He's 6'8". So our centers would probably have to guard Giannis at this case. So somebody current round against the Milwaukee Bucks. And we win in 5 games. What is actually happening? Jalen Green is your Finals MVP. 24 points per game. So we gotta go for the 3-peat, right? Like, I mean, we've only been recording for 18 minutes. We gotta go for the 3-peat in this video. So let's go to the draft lottery. And let's see if we get lucky here. So do we have a Nets pick conveying yet? No, we do not. Okay. Well, that's fine. So we have, let's see. We have our 30th pick in the draft once again. So staff signing. I definitely want to keep my staff the same. I don't know who else was the assistants, but I'll just kind of sign who I see real quick. And then we'll go. I think Elson Turner was one of my assistants, but I guess if we could upgrade, we might as well. Kenny Atkinson. What else we got? Is there any? I just guess we'll just hire Jesse Mermis, so we'll have that going for us, and then we'll have Randy Martin. So that okay, we're good. Let's go to the draft. So on draft night with this 30th pick, we got to go for the 3-peat in this video. So Daniel Tyus, yeah, there's no one I really want to trade here necessarily. So do we still have that trade exception? Let me see if we still have that. Yes, we do. So we have an $18 million trade exception still. So do we kind of use it here? Let's go ahead and see, you know, who would be an upgrade of this roster. So it's about 18 million, give or take. So who could maybe fit into that that's making less than that? Actually, I should probably look at as far as player finder is concerned. Let's go position, power forward / small forward, and then max salary, like, let's say like probably right at 18, right? I think it's like a little bit above 18. So small forward, power forward, making $18 million. Kawhi Leonard's not making that much. We have Christian Wood, obviously, but we're not going to trade him. Mikal Bridges, DeAndre Hunter. Everyone is expiring contract. Paulo Banchero. OG Anunoby could fit into that trade exception, who's 26 years old, so that could be fun. We have Peyton Watson. What else we got? Patrick Baldwin. Okay. OG Anunoby looked like the best player, to be honest. I mean, if we could fit him in there, I would do that. 1000%. Would the Raptors trade him? I don't know, probably not. But since we're going for the three-peat, and it felt like the first 2 years we shouldn't have won. If I throw my exception in here, it's 18.32. Okay, we have to give something up. So let's say we gave up 2023 Houston Rockets first round pick. They want Christian Wood, and they'll give me Kim Birch. I'm good on that. I'll give you another first, 2023 and 2025, and then I'll also throw you what else we got? Maybe Kenyon Martin Jr. since we're getting a small forward and OG Anunoby. All right, bet. Let's get it. So we got OG Anunoby coming in to be our new starting small forward, and that's going to be a nice defender down low, so that's not going to take too much away as well. So, okay, well, let's go past the draft now. And rookie signing, we got Chance Westry and Kai Soto out of the draft, and player options accept all of these. And then qualifying offers, we have none. So for free agency, we have Kevin Porter Jr., who I believe is a free agent, right? Or unless if he's just back. Or I think he accepted a team option, actually. So, 2, 3, Josh Christopher will be finally a crack in the rotation 1000%. And then we have OG Anunoby, Jayshawn Tate. We have Christian Wood, Usman, and then we still have Daniel Tice and Alfred Sengun. So the only thing we really need is a backup point guard. So we have Chris Dunn, Kendrick Nunn. We have Anthony Simons, who actually would be nice here. He's a very good shooter. Became a very good three-point shooter for Portland. So, you know, a little bit of an underrated defender. Probably not the greatest, though. Or he's going to develop into one, I can imagine, because he is kind of linky. He is 6'3". Perimeter defense, not so good on 2K, but $16 million. 40% from 3. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think we really need to spend that much money. We pretty much have a full rotation if we really wanted it. So Chance Westry could crack the rotation. We have David Nwaba who could crack the rotation. So I think we'll just run it back, to be honest. Well, not really run it back necessarily, but kind of see how this is going to go. So player progression, we have Jalen Green up to an 88, 85, 85, 84, 82. So I think we got better defensive-wise, because getting OG Anunoby is definitely going to help your defense. So yeah, I don't know what to expect this season. We're going for the three-peat out of all things. I definitely was not expecting to jump in this video and get a three-peat going. So on-top potentials that we can use, again, we'll use them at those same 3 guys. And we're probably using our center again, to be honest, just to kind of get him going. So power ranking lands us at number 6. Can we get the three-peat today is the question we have at hand. That is the goal in mind. So proficiency-wise, still 4-star at 7 seconds. We're going to go ahead and celebrate this year and see if we can get the three-peat. This season, Trae Young is your MVP. Jalen Duran, Rookie of the Year for the Blazers. Chet Holmgren, 6-man, Eyes Defensive Player. JT Thor, Most Improved. And Steven Silas, or Sil, I don't even know how to say his last name, to be honest. But Coach of the Year for him. All-NBA First Team. All-NBA Second Team. Do we get a Jalen Green appearance again? Yes, we do on the All-NBA Third Team. So, All-Defensive Team. All-Defensive Second Team. So, we are the first seed in the West again. Are we going to get... I don't even remember if I showed player stats last year. And if I didn't, I apologize. If we can kind of look at it, 21 from Kevin Porter Jr., 28 from Jalen Green. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I did not show player stats last year, and I am very, very sorry about that. 20.5, 14, and then we had 12, and then 11, and Jayshawn Tate with 9. So, okay. Well, let's see what's going to happen this year. Can we get the three-peat in this video? 2K, come on, man. Give me the three-peat. Somebody come around against Minnesota, and we are going to beat them in 7. So, that was very, very close, but thankfully... we did not lose in the first round, and now we get to play a Sacramento Kings team who is very much in the rumors about getting Pascal Siakam, but nothing has happened yet. The 2 guys we're kind of waiting on this offseason. Sounds like Siakam isn't available. The Raptors are listening, and you're going to have to blow them away. And then the Sixers, obviously, are kind of being weird. I asked you guys yesterday in the poll about it. You know, the Sixers sound like they're not wanting to trade Ben Simmons unless it's for Damian Lillard, but the problem is that Ben Simmons is kind of wanting out right now, and Dame isn't available right now because he's going to play this year with Portland, at least, you know, start the season with Portland. I don't know, maybe, you know, my worst nightmare is if we were just bad, which I don't think we will be, but who knows? And then he's requested trade the trade deadline or something, but sounds like Ben Simmons does not want to come back to Philly at all and would be willing to sit out training camp. So I'm not sure if Philly's going to call out his bluff or if they're going to eventually trade him for something. I don't know. Somebody current round against Sacramento, though. And we beat them in 6, and now we're on to the Western Conference Finals. Played the Memphis Grizzlies. So Ja, Christy Brooks, Jaren Jackson, Xavier Tillman, Zara Williams, and here we go for the NBA Finals. 3rd NBA Finals in a row, and we beat them in 6. And now we get a Houston Rockets Detroit Pistons NBA Finals. That is a fantastic way to end off this video. So Cade Cunningham, Adrian Griffin, Sadiq Bey, Jeremy Grant, Isaiah Stewart, Killian Hayes, Clay Capella, Isaiah Livers. So it's basically first pick overall versus second pick overall. Christian Wood versus his former team. And then, yeah, so let's go ahead and see if we can beat the Detroit Pistons here, somebody current round. And they end up beating us in 6 games, so Detroit Pistons block us from getting our 3-peat, unfortunately. But hey, we won 2 championships in this video. First season was absolutely insane. Second season, I was surprised as well. But hey, we made it to the NBA Finals 3 times in a row, but we couldn't get the 3-peat. So this is the roster we did at the end of the day. We didn't do much, to be honest. We kind of just let the players progress. And for some reason, 2K really loved this Rockets team. So I'm not really sure what that was all about. But hey, I'll take it. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely leave it a like if you did. But for now, this is Crushables. I'm saying peace.